Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You know what it means when the camera zooms. We're already pulling clarifiers. So let me tell you a little bit about today's reading. Sorry, I dropped the card on the floor. So what we're doing is I have two piles here. There are 4 yes, no, or maybe questions. And then there's a Moonology card and a Universe Has Your Back. And then we're going to pull clarifiers. This one is going to be like a relationship sexual reading, and then this one is going to be a career or like education reading. So basically, it's kind of like a design your own reading. So while I'm kind of going over everything, if you want to get a pen and a piece of paper and write down 4 specific yes or no questions for yourself, then we'll get into the reading. And you could do two. You could do one on a relationship and one on like career or work. So you could use both piles. We'll just see kind of how it goes. So readings are timeless. There are timestamps in the pinned comments. Decks are in the description box. There is a link for Instagram for free layouts. There's also on my Instagram a free layout for yes or no readings. I'm going to start doing these more often, so you'll be able to kind of keep track of those on those pieces of paper. The bell that you hear is Avery. He is in a very happy, playful mood right now, so he is running around. So you might even see him on the couch. So on my channel, if the camera zooms in, as you saw, we pull a clarifier. This is the clarifier for this deck, and then this one is for that one. At the end, we're going to play What's in the Box. What's in the Box is used to help you with your intuition, and it is something that is very important on my channel, intuition is. So you're definitely going to want to take part in that and help your intuition, because your intuition is like a muscle. It grows the more you use it. So let's get started. Okay. So we have questions 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are relationship questions. So you're going to want to ask the questions for your relationship. If you need to pause the video, you can do so now, because all I'm doing right now is pulling up some clarifiers. Let's move this over here so we don't knock it off. And Avery will get it. So the clarifiers I'm pulling are just kind of a little bit more information. It's just kind of giving you some more clarity, but I did want to pull things while you guys were here because I think that's something fun. The camera's kind of giving us an idea of what we need more info on. Okay. All right, so we're gonna see how this goes. I've never done anything like this before, but I like the idea of people being able to use their own intuition. So question number 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Question number 1 came up as yes, it is destined. Keep focused, it has been decided. The clarity card that came up on that yes is the reverse 8 of Wands. So the reverse 8 of Wands is about some frustration, some delays. This yes might be destined, but it might take a little bit of time. I feel like for most of you, this is a question about a specific person. And so that answer came up as yes. Then question number 2 came up as maybe. Remember, review your progress. Is this really what you want? And as I always say with maybe cards, it's really important to remember that the answer only exists when you have some decision about it. If you have indecision, then you're always going to get a maybe, because it can't give you a no or a yes because you haven't created the answer yet. So you're looking for the answers, but the thing is, the answers only really exist in you. Okay, so the 3 cards that came up were the Nine of Swords, the reverse High Priestess, and the Tower. So the Nine of Swords really talks about nightmares and anxiety. The reversed High Priestess is about tuition being blocked, which is really interesting because it goes with the anxiety. And then we have the Tower, and the Tower is really about change and upheaval. So whatever the question was here, it sounds like this might, if this might not be the best situation or the best thing to go forward. You know, the Knight of Swords being about nightmares, and then this the Tower, things collapsing. So it might seem like that maybe might be a little bit more on the negative side. So I would keep that in mind. Question number 3, the answer is no, don't. This path is not the right path for you. Don't settle in life. You are worthy of great things. And then the reverse chariot came up as the first clarifier. And the reverse chariot is about giving up and losing direction. And then it also pulled up the star. And the star is about hope and inner clarity. So I think that this part of your question, some of you already know the answer. You're trying to go down a path that you already know is not for you. And what that's creating for you is loss in direction. But then some of you, with following down this, because there's 2 paths on this, the star is about inner clarity. So when you got that no, you kind of were like, oh yeah, I knew that was the answer. And then some of you got that star and you were like, oh, but I really wanted that to be, excuse me, not that star, got that no and thought, well, I really wanted this to be the thing that I was looking for. I always like to pull the clarity cards as soon as they come up so I don't forget to do it. So for that no, some of you it's a good no. Some of you it's a confusing no because you felt like you had things figured out. And then you're coming in here and it's really showing that you maybe aren't seeing things as clearly as you were hoping that they were. Okay. All right. So then this 4th card we have is no, never, not now, not in the future. This door is locked for you. Now, some of these cards, when you get a message, like let's say you say, oh, is Ferdinand going to call me on Friday? Well, maybe he's going to call you on a Thursday. So if you're really specific in your questions, it can change the answers that you get. So the cards that came out as clarifiers are the reverse Knight of Cups, the reverse 3 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Sun. This is usually when they come out like this is a mini reading for someone. So first of all, we have the reverse Knight of Cups, and that's usually like unrealistic romance and hopeful expectations. The reverse 3 of Wands is about a lack of foresight and delays. And then you get into the 6 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles is about giving up or like unrequited love. And then the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. The Sun is often seen as like joyous outcomes and great happiness. So I feel like for some, there's a very small portion of you. This no is a no because ultimately it leads to your complete happiness. Okay, so then we'll go with the Moonology card that says confidence is the key to your success. So that's going to be something that is going to give you the success of some of these things you're trying to figure out. And the universe has your back, says oneness is my true nature. So for some of these things that you're trying to manifest or have in your life, if your focus is solely on yourself, it's not going to come to fruition the way you would like for it to come to fruition. All right. Well, that was really fun. It was really interesting because I feel like there was a lot of things going on in these places. So leave a comment. Let me know. Did these answers resonate with you? Did you get a no when you were thinking, well, that should have been a maybe? So I just would love to hear what you have to say about everything. And don't forget to like and share and comment and subscribe and all the wonderful things you can do on YouTube. And don't forget to go to the end of the video where you can see what is in the box. All right. So this is for group 2. And we have the Moonology card and the universe has your back. I'll just put this over here. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we had, oh, you know what? This was the kind of clarity that the camera wanted us to have. So then I'm going to pull some clarity cards and we will go around so that we have one for each of them. And this is going to be about a career or school. This is something about your, it's outside of your love life. Okay, so I just feel like starting with the one that the camera had us pick up, which was the Four of Wands. Contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, and a successful completion of a project. Some of you have something very specific that you're working on, and it's really, it's a dream. It's something that you really want to have happen so that you can like live the specific life that you have been trying to manifest. So then let's go. Question number 1. The answer is yes, affirmative. You are on the right path. It is the right time. The universe has your back, which is really interesting because that's the name of that deck we're going to be using. So the card for this one came up as the Two of Cups. A relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, and the resolution of conflict. So for some of you, I feel that you have been working at a specific job for a long time and you have something that you're working on creating and you really want to be able to get out of the job. Somebody's got a whole story going on over here with their second question. You really want to be out of it. You want to try starting your own job or starting your own company. And the cards are really saying, hey, you know what? It's time. It's affirmative. So then let's work on question number 2. The answer is, missing clues. Maybe these are some of the clues. It says, take a personal inventory, check for places hidden in the shadows of yourself. So let's read this little story here. I feel like this is a story. This could be specifically for somebody who's trying to create this. So we have the Emperor, Ace of Water, Ace of Cups, Page of Fire, 10 of Earth, 10 of Pentacles, and Ego. All right, so when this comes to like schooling and work, some of this actually feels a little bit like, because we have the Emperor, and the Emperor is about organization and logic. I really feel like this person has something to do with like school or continuing education. Because Ace of Water, it's the resurgence of a relationship, which I feel like is a relationship with your education. Like you're trying to learn something different. Because then you have the Page of Fire, which is the page of Wands, outgoing, creative, confident, news of exciting new endeavors. And then you go on to the 10 of Pentacles, which is about financial security, finding magic in the little things of life. It's like you're going to be able to have a lot more time on your hands. And then we have the ending card, which is the Ego, which is also the Hanged Man, which is about, actually, wait, I'm sorry. No, this is not the hangman. This is the devil. So this is about addiction, a sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things. So I feel like somebody is getting ready to go back to school, and they're going back to school for something like, this is a specific story that I sense. Specifically going back to school to be like a doctor or be in the medical profession. And starting out, they really wanted to help and heal people. And now it's starting to get to the point where they're really focused on the money part of it. And I know some of that comes from, it's expensive. And so you do start focusing on the money to pay bills and things like that. And unfortunately, though, it loses a little bit of its humanitarian aspect. So I feel like that is the information for this pile. So for the third pile, we have no. Maybe another time. Asking again can be frustrating, but there is no answer for you right now other than no. And the clarity card that pulled up was the Page of Air, which is the Page of Swords. Logic, honesty, impulsive and curious, challenging information, delays or change to plans, and truth delivered without tact, which is really funny because this one was like, no. So I feel like there's a thing that you wanted to do and maybe the money's just not there, or there's just not a position for you. For some reason, you're not able to go forward. And really, it's just about, because it says challenging information. So I think you kind of already got some bad news about this no. And yeah, I came up with the King of Pentacles, a successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, and the Midas touch. So I kind of feel like with this situation, it's going to change. The answer right now at the time of this reading is no. But you have the option that somebody's going to offer you something different. And when that opportunity comes along, you're really going to want to make sure you take that. So that is the message that came along with the no. So then let's look at the fourth answer, which is no, not in your life. This path will change the course of your life in a way you won't find appealing. So this feels like it's for two groups. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is about events moving at a fast pace and delays are over. And then the Three of Pentacles, it says a powerful creation, recognition for very high quality work, and being a team player. So I kind of feel like this is asking, some of you are asking if you're going to be getting a raise or if it's going to be like an increase in your finances. Give me 1 second. An increase in your income, and it's saying, you know, right now you're not going to be getting any kind of like a raise or anything. Just keep working on teamwork, and then when it's time for that, it's going to come quickly. So then the clarifier for this one also pulled up as the Unity card, which is the Hierophant. So this is about traditional viewpoints or methods. I feel like a little bit on this one, it's time for you to kind of break out on what you think is the only way to get money. You know, you think, oh, you have to work really hard. I feel that this group, yeah, because it also came up with the Fool. So there's two groups of people right here. One of them is starting out. Maybe there's a third group. Oh yeah, that one just popped right out. Okay. And the third one came out as Seven of Water. So the Seven of Water card, or Seven of Cups card, is that all these are different choices. So this group right here, okay, yeah, wow, there's a lot going on because it also came up with the Sun. So this group right here, there's a lot of divinity going on in here. There's a lot of, it's being led, it's being divinely inspired. Don't worry about which direction you're going. This question right here, whatever was happening with this question, it's basically like a snowball has kind of started going down the hill. And this, what's going to happen is going to happen. So some of you are going to have it be the happiest time of your life. Some of you, it's just the beginning of the time of your life. And then for some of you, it's like you're going to just be following the norm. So you will know where you fall in that category. All right, so thank you so much for letting me read you for you. I'm going to clear all these up, and then we'll do your Moonology and your Universe Has Your Back card. Just, there was a lot of cards there. So your Moonology card says, it's time to take action. And then the Universe Has Your Back card says, the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. It's really cool because it's like your action is kind of just following what the universe has for you. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and pull out what is in the box. This is something that I'm going to put on the screen. I will say that it is something that I have used in one of the recent videos. I'm going to start kind of giving you guys a little bit more information on these. I know people really enjoy them. Some people have even commented, like when there's been a couple videos I didn't have them in, and they were like, hey, I like the what's in the box. So I also need to sing the new little song that was made up by my friend, and it goes, what's in the box? What's in the box? Shout out. All right, so let's open it here. And we have the little white train. So if you guessed the white train or white or train, you got it. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I look forward to reading for you again.